All right, guys, we're back here with Kings of the Storm 2, and this is our second series of semifinals, Game 2, 2-2-2.
Yes. Yeah.
And looks like they're actually starting to do the bans right away, and looks like Snowflake will be banning Stitches right out. Now, we have some characters selected. I'm going to ask everyone to get on random for this. A little bit confusing to look at heroes on the screen when they actually haven't been picked yet. So, there is no actual drafting interface. We actually kind of took two computers, linked them together, two clients of the game, and we switched between them to execute this whole process. That's why you have that guy missing in the middle. It's a little bug that they have in the current... I mean, this is the first time the Observer client's been used for an event, period. Like, it's pretty cool this one's doing it, but of course we ran into a bug. But that being said, it looks like...
That's what happens when you blaze the path.
Sorry?
That's what happens when you blaze the path.
Oh, of
you
course.
Find all the errors.
Of course, man. Hey, man. Blizzard's been amazing by releasing all these features so quickly. I mean, we got an Observer client before Hearthstone, and our game's not even... So that being
Don't have to rub it in.
Man.
All the Hearthstone viewers are going to leave now.
I'm sorry. I play Hearthstone every day. I love you. But that being said, I mean, we're very thankful for everything that Blizzard is doing for the game. So it looks like... We have glorious banning out Falstead. Yeah.
So he won't be able to fly. If they try to repeat that threat, he won't be able to fly in and stop it.
Honestly, is that what they're going for, or are they playing a mind game here? Like, is this the meta? Are they trying to say, hey, look, we're going to take Falstead away from you, and then we're going to do the push strat again, because Cursed Hollow, also a big map. They don't have to worry about the plant terror. They might...
It's stronger for push strat, too, if they can get...
Yeah, it's amazing. And... you know, so they don't have to worry about the plant terror. So they might be saying, all right, let's take them to Cursed Hollow. We can do this. We can make this work. You know, I'm very interested to see if that's going to happen. Now, Tassadar, the lane clear. Snowflake saying, look, rounded character, good at everything, but he's really definitely good at clearing lane. So if we need him for that, really smart pick.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. Tass is all around good no matter what you're doing. He will fit into basically every single composition. So... great pickup there, and I mean, pretty much a standard staple. So we don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's a standard staple, but at the same time, if it does come down to the push strat again, because the Falstead ban is so strange, it's just like, well, we have Tassadar, and he doesn't have the teleport across the map, but he does have synergy in any composition. Period. Really.
I'm trying to think who could replace Tassadar to stop this.
So they're, I mean, Arthas Tychus, they're actually taking a page out of SMG's book, right? That's
I mean, that's what they do.
That's the
they
early.
Do like that.
They do like it. They do like the aggressive. So they're going for the Arthas Tychus. This is the glorious that we typically see, the very in your face, and no big surprise there. Just confirms that we're not going to be seeing some kind of crazy. That was, you know, the Falstead pick actually just seemed like it was just kind of like a mind game.
It might be. I mean, it might just be. I don't want to say anything yet, because it could be a mind game, or it could actually have a purpose. Like, Falstead's burst is nothing to laugh about. Like,
the birth of Falstead is nothing to laugh at.
Neither is the death, because he's not dead. But so
the meta joke there.
Yeah. Shout out to Red Shirt Guy.
Shout out.
So Falstead's burst is just, it's scary. It's really, really strong, and we've seen it all day. We've seen the Shakana come through and just obliterate anyone. And it's really tough to deal with that, because he usually fires it from so far away that you likely can't stun him out of it, you can't CC him, you can't like get in and just disrupt him. So banning Falstead out it's not the worst idea in my mind. I understand it. He's just a strong pick in general. Now, if they're going to run... They can't run Stitches, because that's banned. They could run Zeratul again, although I don't know if it would necessarily fit into whatever they're trying to do right now. Zeratul's another one of the characters heroes in the game who is almost always good. Void Prison has its uses no matter what composition you're playing, whether it's just to outright deny someone or deny a group of people for 5 seconds. You can do that, or if it's to set up some kind of crazy combo with, say, Apocalypse or Gravabomb, that exists as well. So it's interesting to see what they're going to do here. I imagine they're going to pick at least one support right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Malfurion. It wouldn't surprise me.
Malfurion would make a lot of sense. I mean, you have the root, and then you can throw down the Entangling Roots on top of that with the Arthas Malfurion combo.
Wait a minute. Uther hasn't been picked yet.
Uther has not been picked yet. Also,
And he was like first pick every game.
yeah, you're right. This has already been weird. Going into the second game, I think both teams are just like, they might try it again. It's already been a weird ban. I mean, having Falstad be the ban and then Uther wasn't picked, it's already started out a little bit odd. But I mean, Tyrael Vala, I mean, no big surprise there. Tyrael Vala and Tassadar, pretty standard composition. I mean, we're going to see pretty standard play coming out of Snowflake with that. And we actually see Chillatek once again, currently on Tyrael. Kind of surprised that we don't see it on LZ yet. But, again, they could always swap that. Now, Arthas has been picked, and they have Abathur, Tychus, and Uther. The Uther pick has come.
Well, we're not going to see the cheesy Bloodlust comp at the very least, because they don't have Tassadar, and they already have Uther. Uther doesn't hurt the comp, but it also doesn't help it too much because it doesn't do enough damage really. So I don't think we'll see that. Syracuse, I mean, he's just a good Abathur. He allows SMG or Glorious to
turning into me.
I know, I'm turning into you. It's awful. I wish that on no one. It allows Glorious to do what they do best, which is roam, put pressure on other lanes while still holding whatever lane they're doing, while still holding that experience. Because Syracuse likes to move around so much, he'll be able to get the experience in lane, and it won't be an issue. So it's interesting to see what they're setting up here. I'm honestly not sure what they're going for. Maybe they're just doing kind of a standard composition with an Abathur.
Now, presently, we actually see Syracuse is on Tychus, which is a bit interesting to look at. Maybe he just wants to show off his skin, but I mean that's what we're seeing right now. And I'm really intrigued to see what they're going to do for their final pick, because they, like you said, they might not do the Bloodlust strat, but you can. I mean, Odin, when you have double Odin, that's no joke. I mean, it really is no joke, and it actually looks like we're going to have Glaurung playing as Abathur. Very, very interesting, because, I mean, typically, I don't know how much he plays Abathur myself, but Glaurung is a very talented player. Obviously, of course, he is capable of performing as Abathur. But, I mean, really, the double Odin, Bloodlust, is an option.
It is, but with Uther, it's really strange. Like, yes, he has Divine Storm. Yes, he'll be able to keep people up during the Bloodlust. But the issue is, if the enemy team can jump onto one of your Odins or both of them and lock them down while that's going on, then it doesn't really matter. Like, they can just...
Well, we're definitely not going to see it now, because Chen Rhaegar has been picked by Snowflake, and we're going to be seeing Chen, Rhaegar, Tassadar, Tyrael, and Vala.
Fired right away with the Zeratul right afterwards, though.
And we'll probably see Glaurung switch over to the Zeratul. There it is. Syracuse back on Abathur. ZP's playing the Arthas Cathanlok on the Tychus.
Yeah.
All is normal. This is a pretty standard game. Yeah. So we got 6 of 10 players ready. The players are slowly but surely readying up, and when they are all good to go, we are going to hop into this game. I'm going to say GLHF. I'm readied up. 2 of them are not. But honestly, this is going to be a... Can I use the word again? Can I say slobber knocker again? This is going to be a slobber knocker once again, because these are 2 very team fight. It's going to be unlike the last game where it was kind of just like, hey, we're going to try to wear you down with mercenaries. We're going to try to wear you down from far. That is not going to be the case in this match. We're going to see both teams initiating on the tribute each time the tribute is up, fighting for the curse and just trying to outplay their enemy team. Yeah, not that the push strat isn't outplaying. It's a very different meta.
Yeah, I mean it's a different approach to the game altogether, without a doubt. Especially for Glorious, with like they like to be so in your face all the time. They like to constantly do rotations across maps to force engages to happen that you obviously don't want to happen, and it's really scary. They like to be in your face. So this feels like they're kind of going back to their roots. Fingers crossed, game work, please, Areno. Okay, cool. See, you just have to ask the game very nicely.
Hey, please don't lag in the mines when we go in the mines.
Yeah.
Hey, please load the game. It works.
Yeah, see, that's all you have to do. But it's going to be interesting to see how they take to the team fighting. Like, they have Snowflake has Tassadar and Rhaegar, so they'll be able to shield off a lot of damage if they're paying attention to it. They'll be able to heal off a decent chunk of damage, and it'll be interesting to see what they actually do for ultimates when they go in. I mean, granted, Tassadar is almost guaranteed going to go in Archon. We'll probably be seeing a... we could see, actually, a Reign of Vengeance here, because these areas are usually very tight quartered. We talked about this when we saw Anu Barak. A lot of the fights happen in very tight quartered areas, so Reign of Vengeance not the worst choice here. Strafe, although Strafe is a almost guaranteed stopping of tributes. You can use it very safely over walls. You can do a lot of really cool stuff with it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see that either. It's going to be very interesting, and as always, super cool to see whatever Chen picks up, because he is one of the newer heroes. People are still trying to figure out what the best way to play him is, and this game, I'm not too sure that they necessarily need Earth, Wind, and Fire. They might actually go with Wandering Keg.
You know, that's the thing about Chen, though, that I like a lot, is actually LZ Gamer is one of the only players that we see.
Oh, Glau misses the blink.
This is actually quite bad for Glaurung. I mean, that Earth Bind Totem doing work. Soma floats up to try to save him, and actually... Oh, is he going to get out? I mean, Glaurung is slippery, but he's not going to be able to get the stealth up. Oh, he is, but the Earth Shield, or the Lightning Shield comes out. Blink again, and yes, once again, the Lightning Shield. He's lasting. He's keeping them busy for quite a while. I mean, everyone, they do have full lanes soaked, but he actually kept Chilatek and Keelax running for him for quite a while. Not good to lose first blood, of course, but you know, this early in the game, it's not that much. I mean, it doesn't matter. Look at
the
minimal. It's minimal.
It actually did not matter at this game.
Yeah, I guess.
Normally, it'll matter. The games we've seen today, it's mattered at least a little bit. Right now, literally does not matter. So very, very interesting.
You're right. Identical experience at this point in the game, and it looks like Rhaegar and Chilatek will be grabbing this camp up here for the Siege Giants on their side of the map. And Glaurung is just kind of poking around, making sure they're not doing anything cheeky, keeping them in check.
He's gotten pretty hard. He's gonna go over. He will see them doing this, but he won't be able to stop them.
About it.
He won't be able to stop them. But at least we'll be able to say he does actually get knocked off his horse, and so he'll have to recoup and decide where to go. Probably not gonna be able to get anything done mid against Tassadar. Maybe something top against Vala if a snare goes down.
Well, he's going to go on Idra here. I mean, that is, in fact, a Tassadar, and Tassadar has more get-outs, and he actually decides, hey, look, that's not worth the risk, and he blinks out of there.
That's an extremely early tribute.
It is early. 2 minutes and 16
like
seconds? That's insanely early. That can range almost upwards to, like, 3-minute mark. And
it looks like... So we still have Tychus and Shen down bottom, and we might be seeing a 4v4, but it looks like Glorious is just going to say, you know what? I don't think we have it right now. Let's keep soaking. Let's wait it out. And on Curse Hollow, obviously, only the third tribute is what actually matters. That's what will proc the curse. So you can lose the first two of a game and never lose another one, and you're fine. Or you can give up one, get every other one. As long as you don't let the enemy team get to 3, everything's okay.
Yeah, well, we're going to see Snowflake coming down here to try to get the kill on Chthon Luck, and Chthon Luck is in a bad position, throwing down Oracle to give them vision, making sure that they're not in a bad position, and wow, he actually manages to get out. I'm actually quite surprised. Now, if Chen...
LC might have jumped the gun.
Yes.
Tiny bit.
Yes, a little bit there. If he waited for his allies to be in a little bit better position. What kind of build are we seeing out of the Chen at this point in the game?
I mean, pretty generic. He's got Regen Master, and he's got the extended keg or the extended brew. So standard thing, you know, more tanky build than it is DPS, but we'll see how it works as we go through the game.
Well, we're seeing Chthon Luck here. I mean, he doesn't have his well ready. 70 seconds. I'm not sure if that's my cooldown or his cooldown. That's actually a very good question to ask, but he's not tapping the well either way. And we're seeing Glaurung going on here with Abathur to take the offensive Knights. Very nice play as long as he doesn't get punished for it. And I really don't think they're going to be checking for it. He has enemies in the jungle, but they are going to walk right on by. And the trip is going to spawn, which is actually incredibly unfortunate for him because they're going to be in the area. He has to finish this up, back up, and he has no health presently.
Yeah, I mean, he'll be able to run down and around, and they'll see it and be like, oh, God damn. But it looks like they'll be okay. They are going to just go ahead and give this one up as well because there's certainly nowhere they're contesting this. But if they can get to level 10, before the next tribute, and they can have the Avatar clone. Then they can contest the next tribute. The issue with this is, by giving up the first two so freely, that if they lose the third one, not only are they going to lose for a curse, but they're also going to lose at least one fort, possibly two. And it's very, very dangerous. We do see ZP picking up the Night Camp. We see Chilitek and Keelax working on the golem down bottom. And it's going to be interesting to see how the teams actually respond to this.
Now, Glorious has to know that they're doing something cheeky. They haven't been seen at all on the map anywhere for quite a while. So they have to have some kind of idea what Snowflake is doing.
I think they probably just assume that they're doing this.
Yes.
I would agree. I mean, it's pretty apparent, and it's an okay call from Snowflake because they don't have to worry about any tributes. And so I don't know if I necessarily agree with them just outright letting this go, because now they're going to have to deal with level 10 tributes later, but you know, they got that golem. They didn't push with it though.
They didn't push with it. They decided to defend. They're deciding to play safe, play defensively. Give them that tribute. They can have one. Fine, go ahead. And their golem's going to do a little bit of work here. I mean, LG Gamer is with it. LG Gamer has honestly more sustain than most tanks in the game with the Brew, as long as he's not getting stunned. But actually, Soma and Chthonlok are going in with Abathur here, and they're probably going to pick up a kill.
They will be able to do that. It's a 2.5 versus 1, so it's a lot of damage going in, regardless of what the scenario is.
I mean, he's very tanky, but as soon as you have 3 heroes on you, yeah, that's quite dangerous for you. Going in with the Envenom, kind of preemptive, but actually Strafe is used, so that is well worth it.
Mind game Envenom.
I guess it is, yeah. Well worth it there, having Strafe on cooldown. That'll give a pretty good shot for them to defend this next tribute, because if you don't have Strafe and you're up on 2 to 3 tributes, that's tough. It's going to be a lot harder to secure that.
Bala also did not take Battle Momentum.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Strafe, granted, Strafe is only a 60-second cooldown, but it's going to take some time.
Yep, well, we see the Heroic coming in here on Soma here, but a very, very nice Divine Storm. Will it be enough to save him? No, it won't. The Ghost is going to continue to pester, but Snowflake is now in a very good position to get this tribute, but there's no way that Glorious is going to give it up. We're seeing the Abathur clone is going to back up here, try to fall. Very nice Void Prism, and the Archon goes down. The ZPs will fall. LZ is going in full out. Glaurung has to back up, and Chthonlok, we have the double Odin here, pressuring. Very strong, but it's enough to get a kill on Hydra there. Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, double Odin is nothing to laugh at, and we do see Glaurung picking up the kill on Vala as well. So they are actually going to be able to bring this back.
They're bringing it back, but look how low both Chilitek and Keelax are. Wow, very nice. LZ force uses Heroic to stay alive. Will Glorious actually react to this? Because if they could try to find him and kill him now, it's pretty tough. Wow, he actually barely manages to stop grabbing the tribute. And
LZ has to back because
yes, he has no health. Once that wears off, he is absolutely just way too vulnerable.
And look at the lines on the minimap. They're all just running right back to that tribute.
Yeah, just everyone is beelining. Glaurung here was clearing up the top lane, but realizes his team needs him for this next initiation, because it's going to be a whole fight starting over from the beginning. Double healing word goes down, but honestly, kind of too soon.
Like, too soon. Yeah, a little bit too soon. But they could still go through this. Chilitek actually didn't drop very low.
He got deleted, throwing the Envenom on him. He's going to fall down. He's going to explode on what he can. Keelax has to play a little bit safe here, has to back up. But honestly, all 3 members of Symbiote here, not Symbiote, we're going to keep saying Symbiote.
Someday we'll get this.
We're going to say Glorious.
Yeah, and the thing that is really important to note there is that going into that fight, they had the level advantage. Yes. They had 13, which means they have an extra tier. And for those of you at home that can't see, they did have two Relentlesses on that team. So the CC is reduced by half. And it doesn't seem like it's much, but it is. It honestly is. And with the amount of lockdown that they're trying to use on Snowflake, if you can just say like, yeah, I'm just gonna shrug the majority of that off and then reposition myself, it's pretty important. And we saw it be effective right there. We do see the gank trying to happen on top lane, but it's 4v2 right now.
You know, I just want to point out they were actually posturing to take the golem. They were gonna they were considering giving up the tribute. They said, we don't know where the tribute's gonna spawn. Let's get ready for the golem. If it spawns in the bottom lane, we're gonna take it. If it spawns in the top lane, we're gonna contest the tribute. Really, really interesting and cool decision making there, because they feel like they probably have enough. But we actually big, massive Void Prism going down there. LZ Gamer getting the amazing disengage with his heroics. And oh, nice, everyone's going on in. The healing wards are down. Massive damage going out. Both teams living, but all getting so very low. One death for each team. This is
double Odin hits hard.
Double Odin is actually terrifying, and it's working out beautifully for Glorious in this match. Keelex has to back up. Chilitech is pretty well healed up, but all he can do is try to be an annoyance here. He can walk in, smack a little bit, and try to use his sword to get back, but it's too risky. He's saying, let's give it up, and let's just float down and grab the Giants. He's going to grab Watchtower. It might be a risky play to grab the Giants, but he knows they're going to be going for the Golem here.
Yeah, so they have Curse on their side now. They also have Golem. This is pretty much worst case scenario for Snowflake. And obviously they're trying to make use of whatever they can to clear. They're using this time to stop any kind of push that's going on. But Glorious is going to be able to basically just PvE the entire map. They're going to take whatever they can. They're going to just roam around. Now, it'll be very interesting to see if they decide to move down towards bottom lane and get those bottom mercs, or if they try to contest the Golem on bottom.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see a contention here on the Golem. I mean, we can already see the lines coming out of Glorious here. They know that's what Snowflake wants to go for. Snowflake might even just go to the top lane and defend this Golem and not even try to go for their Golem, because they know that's likely what Glorious is going to be doing here. Now we can see that Glorious has, Snowflake has full vision of what Glorious is doing. They read it correctly. They backed up, and they should actually just, yes, they're going to react and defend this Golem in the top lane. They have 2 Golems to defend, but they can negate almost all of the damage, even though the Curse is against them. But Curse will be up in 1 second here, and their minions will be nice and happy.
It's worth to note that, again, talent tiers are insanely important at the end game, or nearing the end game at least. So we do have a full talent tier for Glorious. They are level 16 over SMG. Snowflake's 15, and it's really dangerous. They can actually just go ahead and dive if they really want to. Although the Abathur clone does need to come out first, so okay, it's there. So we have double Tychus going on right now. They're just gonna melt.
They're in. They're pushing.
Yeah.
They used their heroic on Abathur. They got the double Tychus here. They want to push. They're engaging. I mean, basically what Snowflake has to do is they have to kill the Golem and then react. They have to defend this. They can't just let them push for free. So this Golem is down, and here they come. They're all going to fall in here on the middle lane. And we're going to have a big initiation. We see the Odin come up just in time for the full initiation. And they're just going to wreck this wall, and it looks like they're actually just going to play defensively. They're going to passively knock the wall down. Passively.
Yeah, they'll get it. He'll throw a grenade and he'll pop. And they're just going to back up, take whatever stuff is on the map. They'll slow roll it. They have to be careful that they don't give the next curse up still. I know it doesn't seem like it means that much right now, but if you lose on a curse fight or on a tribute fight right now, and Snowflake is allowed to get that, then what's going to happen is you'll be down a couple of people, and they'll be able to really push through. Oh my goodness.
But yeah, we have this big initiation. Look how low Faye got so quickly, but the chain heal is real. Healing totem goes down. I agree with this healing totem. You just want to get everyone topped off before you go back in. If we look at the heroics, every single one of them is ready to go. I mean, Abathur's heroic cooldown is so low because it's such a big part of what the hero is. So as soon as they're ready to go, we're going to see the double Tychus coming out here, and the initiation is going to happen. Now, we have Glorious here on the offensive. They want to push this lane down. Abathur is back in the base healing up. We'll see him tunnel out to push a lane. Giants pushing the bottom lane. And, you know, they're just going to try to do something cheeky. It looks like they might... Nope, Tribute's going to disrupt everything, so they will float and get in position to do what they can for this team fight. Now, Abathur, again, such a strong hero. He can soak any lane he wants. He's here doing this and then just using his heart to make sure that he's safe, because he's just going to be using his heroic on Tychus to help fight in this team fight. We have everyone coming up here for Snowflake in the bottom. They're all in the bush, just kind of see what's going on. And we have the initiation on Glaurung. Now, he's forced to use his heroic. It's pretty decent for zoning, actually getting 3 members. LZ walked right on in there, but it wears off pretty quickly. We're going to see a nice Divine Storm come out. The Bloodlust is down. The Archon is there. Where is the Divine Storm? Did it already happen? There it is. And a very, very nice play, getting Keelex and Faye and Idra. Will they be able to pick off with a nice shot? But it's not enough. Not enough. The Odin will continue to chase. The Storm is down to defend there, but the initiation is actually still happening here at the Tribute. LZ Gamer and Chilitech saying, no, we're not just going to give it to you. but the Frost Root could go down with Ore Grenade. Yes, this is actually being a kill on Chilitek. He has no chance of getting out of here.
Double grenade for kill.
Yes, I mean, just very well done. I mean, it's pretty even trades in the end, but very well done. And we're going to see the first tribute going over to Glorious. We got it. We did it.
We did it as a team.
Casting powers.
All right.
Well, we see the Giants are being grabbed here in the top lane, and you know, everything's just kind of stabilizing. It's a pretty even game though. We have the 1 level lead, actually 1.5 level lead, which is a big deal because when level 20 hits, we're going to be near the next tribute, and the initiation is going to happen. Now, Snowflake can opt to let the tribute go. We're seeing they're posturing for the golem, the grave golem up here. And yes, they're going to grab their knights right now. And the timer on this golem is, or these knights, is 1 second, and this golem is a full minute. So they'll probably just grab their knights to react. Oh, but they're actually saying, no, we know where you are.
Tribute's coming too.
Interesting. What do they decide to do?
The issue is Uther is not there right now, so if they ran through middle, they could actually end up losing.
I love this, because Snowflake is up. They know they're not going to get cursed from this. They actually don't see them here, but they're just going to go for it. They know they're not here. They're going for the tribute. They're going to get the offensive golem in the enemy's forest or jungle.
Yeah. I mean, the issue, there's not necessarily an issue with this, but if they don't turn around and run straight down to their golem,
they should heart. They are. They're reacting properly. They're hearting. They're going to defend the bottom lane because they know that there's a big push coming in the bottom lane. This keep is going to fall. Glaurung is going to take care of it himself almost. I mean, it was already very low, but they have to defend here. Actually, very nice. Very nicely done. And the initiation comes down on Glaurung, but wow, the blink. The blink negating.
Stopped the judgment.
Oh, that's
Void
what
Prison
it was.
stopped
Oh
the
my
judgment.
gosh.
That was unbelievable.
Well, very, very nice done. Nicely done by Glaurung there, and the heal just getting him back into tip-top shape. Faye is cleaning up lots of creep, but not getting a ton of use out of that strafe. Now it forced to disengage out of Glorious, but and I mean, the fact that Syracuse is just throwing his life away,
well,
yeah.
Well, that was clone.
Right.
He was going for the fort. It got really low.
It's a sign that symbiote that Glorious is effectively disengaging here.
You know what it is? It's because they have Abathur.
They
have Abathur,
right.
and it's just like, all we're thinking is symbiote. It's like, oh, we put a hat on someone. But we do see that Snowflake is picking up their own golem this time, not enemy side. They will also be swinging around to pick up knights, as it seems like Shen is already on that. So they'll be able to pick that up really quick. They might be able to pick this up quick enough before.
Yes, they should be able to pick it up and contest.
But we already have... Glorious is already there. They're going to start capping immediately.
This is going to be
jump away.
Very close here. We see Idra coming in, immediately storms to get Glaurung off of it, defending properly, and we actually have...
Glorious is actually missing 2 ultimates right now. They're missing Void, and they're also missing Army of the Dead.
So they can't
couldn't
initiate.
really contest.
Yeah, they had to fall back. It's not worth losing a team fight to something like that. Just play passively. Let's go back and defend the curse.
They will, however, get that bottom team fight.
Oh yes,
this will happen. Abathur's already down there. He has his locusts on there, so he'll be able to take it. And he did just do that. So now they have catapults in bottom lane. This is happening, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to survive. Thunlock going to get dropped very, very low. Will be able to get out. Okay. So that's good for them. Strafe is burned. It'll be down for another 50 seconds. It's a tough call to make if they want to go in and fight on this. They need to not fight under the golem, but they also... Okay, DP got bound up, but it'll be alright.
Yeah, the golem should fall pretty quickly here. I mean, the wall's going to go down, but the golem will just be deleted as he walks right on in. All heroics are up for Glorious Gaming, and they're going to be ready to initiate if they please.
Yeah, ZP is looking for it. He wants his engagement, but 2 great Psy Storms knock the entirety of Glorious off of their mounts, and a majestic
wow, that is absolutely beautiful. We see the double, the amazing Divine Storm coming down here. Snowflake is getting absolutely wrecked. The double Odin are just going to rip through them. They're running as fast as they can. That is one very, very large Archon we saw on the screen.
And Chilitek defensively there.
It was, and it was an absolutely necessary call. But Idra is going to try to back up here. Glaurung doesn't want to let it go, but he blinks defensively in fear of his life. Just playing passively. Like, that's the name of the game. Nobody's going too crazy. But immediately the heal goes down on Glaurung, and they wow. Everyone is just barely living. such a very, very close engagement. Shieldtech will fall. His heroic or his death explosion will not be able to be of any use in this situation. And LZ, does he still have his heroic up?
He does.
He does. Here he goes. And he's on Soma, and he's going to be able to clean up this. Meanwhile, over here, Rhaegar falls, Uther falls, Glaurung is still alive. He is so slippery, but oh my gosh, the heroic goes down, and Glaurung, will he be able to blink out of here? Chthonluck is going to fall, and Faye is going to go hunting, but I don't think they're going to be able to find him living. He is a very, very slippery player, but LC Gamer still doing work here. Idra and Chillitek are back, and
so Glorious made the mistake there of winning a team fight, getting very low, and then pushing back into a resurgence team. The people they killed had resurgence.
So how many resurgences do we have on the Snowflake side?
There's 2 resurgences on Snowflake. There's Tyrael and there's Shen. There's 1 on Glorious' side, and it's on Arthas. But they got that first pick on Shen. That's where it all started.
Wow.
Nice
very aggressive by Chillitek, being up here all by himself, fighting 3 members alone. He's gonna pay. Oh my gosh, it comes through. Uther is I'm speechless. I can't believe he's still alive. Amazing play, getting the kill, very nice strafe, a second kill, double kill with his aggression. Honestly, what looked like a hyper ballsy play running into the base alone with his team quite far away. It turned into a double kill in a push here on their keep. Idra pops his Archon. Chillitek finally falls, but I'd say it was well worth his efforts. But Snowflake should be backing up here as Chthonluck, Glaurung want to put on the pressure. LZ Gamer doesn't have his heroic ready this time, so the get out might not be there. He tries to do a flying kick, but he's actually going to be all right. The Earth Totem's there. He's got both Kelax and Faye here to support him out.
So the 2 deaths that just happened on Snowflake are obviously very bad because you're looking at a 2 out of 3 tribute Glorious right now, but they're also missing their frontliner. Arthas is not up, so trying to engage this it's very risky. They also don't have Divine Storm, so they're going to try to stall this out as much as possible. The tribute obviously spawned closer towards the Glorious side, so when they respawn, or when Arthas respawns, to be able to get there very quickly. Kelax actually finding himself in a very, very bad situation, ends up getting blown up. Not sure if it was worth blowing the Divine Storm, but for a curse, I'll give it to him.
Guaranteed curse. They got a kill out of it. I mean, that's not the worst use of a heroic I've ever seen, that's for sure. Presently, Snowflake has 2 members that are still down. Tassadar and Rhaegar will be down for a good while. Now, Faye's going to grab these.
His ult is like already almost off cooldown. It's at 25 seconds already.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well,
did you take Hardened Focus? Is that, or is it just super? It must just be super short. No big deal. Just Uther things.
Just Uther things. Well, I mean, whatever works, man. They're going to go for it. Glorious is going to be going for the offensive golem in the bottom here, and Snowflake has to know what's up. They don't have Rhaegar yet, so they can't necessarily do the full initiation they might want to do. But it's going to be a free golem during the curse, and they're going to try to push down. Now, this bottom keep has already been taken down. They already have the catapults, so the golem will push pretty efficiently. So they're just going to walk right on in. That's the decision.
They have double Tychus. If they can get a pick, they can win right now.
Well, they know they're fighting underneath a golem, which is a very favorable position, even though they are attacking a core. And like you said, if they can get a pick, they can end this game. But Syracuse's Odin will collapse, and yes, that is their sign to just fall back. They did some good damage on this middle keep here, but the team is going to fall back.
Yeah, that's a good idea. They don't even have to worry about this tribute at all. They can let this go completely. They can just go take the golem. They can take knights, which is what we're seeing the pings for right now. Or rather the pathing for. And we also have Tychus on bottom, so he's going to be taking out the Giants as well. There's going to be a lot of just pressure on the map coming in. So it's going to be tough for Snowflake, but it's almost a carbon copy of what happened last game, where they have to find that gap and they need to shoot it. They need to pull the trigger when they find it and just go for it. They have it. It's middle again. Middle lane is open. If Glorious makes a mistake, they can run down and just rush the game.
Well, we'll definitely see them going for that, but for the time being, they're just going to grab their knights on the side of the map. I mean, it's the obvious play for them to make, but they should be trying to defend this Grave Golem coming here in the top. Now we see the players that have their pathing coming to these Giants. The Giants will help defend it, but they're going to want to burn it down when they can, because they do have knights that will counter their knights. And we see Tass is just defending this big push here, but it looks like we're going to have something going on. I mean, it looks like Glorious understands, hey, we have a Golem, we can push with it.
Yeah, I mean, if they can get an Avatar clone, which they should be able to do, they can push with this and potentially take out another fort.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen the clone go down quite yet, but they're definitely going to want to. They're like considering initiating. If we don't see the clone, we're not going to see initiation. It looks like they are potentially going to be backing up here. Nope, the clone goes down, even though the golem is just about dead, and they're coming in here. They're going to pressure it very well with the apathy.
Yeah, I mean, they'll keep looking and looking and looking until they see the opening. And if Glaurung thinks that he can pull the trigger on the Void, he will.
But we see Glaurung go in with the blink, but he's still saving his Void Prism. The big red button has gone down and does massive damage to this keep. That's the second keep for Glorious here.
I imagine they're just going to swing mid and
yes,
take that out.
They don't want to overcommit. They don't want to lose. At this point, you're taking 2, 3 keeps. You just want to back up. I mean, you have the advantage. There's no reason to put your team at a risk by overcommitting into the base. Countless games have been lost in every single video game that's ever played competitively in the world by overcommitting.
Right.
And they're playing.
I like that play right there, too. Where Syracuse is like, you know what? I'm just an Abathur clone. It doesn't matter. I'm going to run forward and stall the enemy team from doing anything. Granted, they do have a sizable amount of damage going onto the core, but they have a mule to be able to clean this up very quickly. But we do see Snowflake saying, okay, this might be our chance. Let's go. They blew ults. They don't have an Abathur clone right now. We can fight this.
They're only down to 1 heroic, but like you said, Snowflake has all 5 ready to roll, as you can see here on the screen, and they are here. Now that is a nice Void Prism, but it's not doing a ton. They're just going to be able to disengage here relatively well. And never mind, the Divine Storm goes down, and the Bloodlust is here. They are going to defend this base to the best of their ability, but Snowflake is pressuring hard.
Glaurung, being very, very sneaky, actually jumps back with a wormhole, puts down a lot of damage, and is able to swing that fight in favor of Glorious. They could just start their campaign and run right down mid.
Pretty much is all she wrote. I mean,
they have Resurgence. Granted, it's not going to be. It's not enough to stop.
2 members. Yes.
Yeah, it's not enough to stop a full push, and they will have an Abathur clone.
I mean,
so theoretically, they should be able to do this. It's just a matter of how quick can they do it.
Right.
They're going to have about 10 seconds of just raw damage on the core. Because by the time they get there, the Vala will spawn and Tassadar will spawn. Granted, they will not have ultimate. They will have Divine Storm at their disposal. They will have Odin from Tychus at their disposal. And they will have Abathur clone with Odin. So they should be able to do this.
Well, yeah, they walked right by that tribute in the bottom lane, saying that is definitely not worth our time. We can end the game here. We're seeing the Odin do massive damage on the core here, and 2 members have gone down. Just 1 member has gone down for 2. Now there it is, and but the game is going to be coming to a close.
Ghost.
Oh, I was gonna.
The ghost.
I looked away from the screen, and I was like, "What'd you say?"
Spooky ghost.
Spooky ghost. Spooky ghost.
In honor of Halloween.
In honor of Halloween, it is in fact October, so that ties the series up 1-1.
I think that might actually be the first game of the tournament
that wasn't a 2-0 or 3-0.
A 2-0 or 3-0.
Yep. It is. It is. So we have ourselves a series here between Glorious and Snowflake. Guys, we're going to do the stage striking or the map striking for game number 3, and we will be back in just a few moments. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm going to be taking the rebroadcast down for just a moment to fix the kind of like stutteriness of the broadcast that's going on right now. So the stream will be back in just about 2 minutes.